I'm Laura Schrieber, and I'm delighted to introduce you to Pamela, Olomola, and Sue McGarry. Pamela is the founder and executive director of Brave Achievers. Pamela has also been a full-time user experience or user interface designer manager with ServiceNow since 2013. Pamela has partnered with Sue McGarry, a user experience designer in the Bay Area since 1995. Sue has vast experience at both small and large companies, including Apple and Qualcomm, and at present is a mobile design lead in the experience org at ServiceNow. It's so nice to be here with both of you today. Pamela, I realize we could probably talk about this for hours, but what inspired you to start Brave Achievers?
Well, 20 years ago, I was a passionate designer with proficient use of paper and ink, with a strong desire to design and create faster some of the things I was able to do manually. And I wasn't able to do that. So the owner of a small firm in England gave me the opportunity to intern in his firm. And on my first day, I looked at the computer and I had no idea how to switch it on. Despite that, I was a graduate and I was a passionate designer. The opportunity that I was given that day changed my life. 6 months after that, I was proficient enough to start my own firm. And that is something I would never forget.
That's amazing. Sue, how has your work in the tech industry influenced your role in Brave Achievers?
So I think there's two things. First, in my experience, for the last couple of decades, the tech industry has been, discussing the lack of diversity in the industry, but they've actually been doing very little. So what really drew me to Brave Achievers is that it's taking action. I mean, Pamela has been doing something about increasing Black representation in the design industry for years now. She's beta tested her program. She's brought it to the US. She's even forging ahead despite this pandemic. And it's that kind of focus on action that really energizes me.
It's amazing. Your focus at the moment is on empowering Black Americans specifically. With all that's going on in this country, this seems so timely. But what made you choose this group of people instead of doing all persons of color or all minorities?
Well, in 2019, Black employees were dramatically underrepresented in the workforce in the top tech companies in California. This program is only possible with a combination of persona of all colors, including the minorities. I would like to emphasize that this is not a Black people for Black people initiative, but it's an initiative made possible by people of all races that care about creating opportunities for Black minorities here in the United States.
Why does the program place such emphasis on mindset reskilling?
Oh, well, we recognize that Black people are not numerically recognized in the industry. And this is because we acknowledge that there is a cultural heritage. We believe that the culture in which a person is raised greatly influences their behaviors, beliefs, and values.
Pamela, are there certain characteristics that make an attendee more likely to succeed in your program?
Yes, it's no secret that our program is designed for the resilient and determined. Our first goal is to support the achievers on the program to discover strengths that they did not know they had and drive those strengths to its maximum capacity.
It seems like you have specific roles in tech you are training people for. Have you ever thought of expanding beyond the tech world?
Focus is very important to us.
Yeah. It's kind of like design itself. You can't solve every problem. You have to focus on something that you have ideas about. And I think it's clear that Pamela has a lot of ideas about bringing more representation into our industry, which is design and tech, where new perspectives have been missing for so long.
What is your biggest goal for Brave Achievers for the next year?
for the US program to set off at a great start and for us to have great corporate partners that have a similar mindset as that the program represents.